Bloomfield Township. You're watching Chopz. I'm Kat Orlando, and this is actually my 2-year anniversary starting this show on Bloomfield Community TV. And I've been featuring local music performers, songwriters, touring musicians on here and having so much fun doing it. My guest today is the all around musician. He plays guitar, keys, and sings like a bird, and he's also a producer. And welcome my guest today, Eddy Senay, everybody. Hi, Eddy.
Hi, how are you doing, Kat?
Good to see you, and thanks so much for joining.
Thank you.
All right. So tell the audience exactly in your words what you do.
Well, I love to write music. I play music and I perform music. And I first wanted to do it just to please myself. But then my grandmother said, that sounds pretty good. Do it again. So it all started right there.
That's nice. And so she was your big influence then.
Yeah, she's the one that noticed the talent. And from there, after stealing her pots and pans and beating holes in them for drums, she bought me a drum set at the age of 5. And 6, 7, and 8, I was under the study of Miss Wilson, who was my instructor on piano and voice and church. And then I was first drum in the varsity high school band at age 10.
Oh, okay.
And I was so small, they had to hire a guy to pull a wagon with the drum on it so I could play the drums in the marching band. That's how small I was. And from there, I went into Macon, Georgia, and
really?
lived with my father, who was friends with James Brown and Otis Redding. And next door to me was Sam Cooke. They used to rehearse every day. I had the best of the worlds of seeing some of the greatest talent in the world.
Yeah, Macon.
Yes.
Monster. Hotbed for talent.
Yes.
Yeah,
and I can still see Otis and my dad cracking jokes with each other right today.
What? Wow.
And I used to go down to Little Richard's place, to his home. He lived in a little shotgun house. You know, that's the type of house you see through the front and out the back, right?
Yeah.
And he had an upright piano he was playing.
No kidding.
And Jasbo Brown was his guitar player at the time. He's the one that taught me stuff on the guitar. So I had the opportunity to play along with the guitar with them while they were practicing and stuff. And that was a teaching experience in itself.
Absolutely.
For Little Richard.
Yeah.
So my roots go there, and that's how it all really got started. From there until I into the music world at 14 in the city of Detroit.
Okay.
And from there, that's where Regis Street, from the Temptations, the Distance, the Peps, they all came through to learn their craft under me. I was only 14 years old. Here I am, like playing guitar live on stage with a band, and these guys coming up to learn how to sing.
Really?
And we would leave and go from there up to Motown. And there they worked with Earl Van Dyke and Pistol Pete. And then at the Village in Detroit with me would be, the drummer would be playing with me from Motown. And then James Jamerson on bass would be playing with me at the Village. And then when they get through playing with me at the Village, they would go up to Motown to record.
Jeez.
So that's how my tie-in with that clientele. So
I was going to ask you who your musical influences were, meaning on records and radio, but they were right there.
Yeah.
You were coming up with them, and they were.
Yeah. And Sam Cooke rehearsed every Saturday with the Soul Stirrers next door to me, in the house next door. And I used to just go inside and sit at the kitchen table and listen to them rehearse, and his father would only allow him to sing gospel music.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But
there was that big controversy of stepping away from the church and secular, right? Called secular music.
That was true.
The devil's music and all that.
His dad did not want him singing any type of music other than gospel music. And that term they used was the devil's music. That's a term they used,
Yeah, right.
It's very true.
Yeah. So another question I was going to ask you is who or what got you started in music? You mentioned your grandmother, And so were there any other people? I mean, all these other people, your neighbor, like I said, you had them right there.
Well, in my hometown in Lynette, Alabama, there was not really anybody there that
In Alabama.
influenced me.
Oh.
And it was like just a talent within me that allowed me to be able to play cadence and drums. And I was only 5 years old, but I still had the feeling of the groove, how to play a beat and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And at that time, there was only the AM radio stations, and you only got the AM music, but we would tune in to Randy's Record Mart, which was in Gallatin, Tennessee, at 11 o'clock at night, and then you get to hear R&B music.
Right.
And that's how I got my influence from pop and R&B mixing in together like that.
Yeah. So that's great stuff. So you also have your own studio. So like fast forward so many years, you have your own studio, and so do you only record your own songs, or do you have other clients that you bring in there?
Well, now I'm recording my own stuff now, but I've had some notable clients. You remember Gwen Dickey from Rolls Royce?
Oh, Rolls Royce, yeah.
Did Wishing on a Star and Love Don't Live Here Anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recorded and produced 3 songs on her for Swan Yacht Records out of London, England.
Okay.
And that went down really well. And she's still singing. Actually, she's singing from a wheelchair, but it's because she was in a bad accident. But she's still actually, doing shows. I think she goes out maybe once a year, twice a year, something like that.
So let's go back to 1972. Now, here's something that I just recently learned about you. You put out your album called Hot Thing on the Sussex label.
Yes.
Right? And so that was that's up there at that time period with and your song at the time was Just Feeling It, Down Home, and Hot Thing. And I heard some of this stuff. It's very funky to me, kind of like the Meters and what Dennis Coffey was doing in the 70s. And so I look at the names on the credits, and Clarence Avant.
Yes.
He headed up that label. Is that correct?
Yes. Clarence Avant.
Yeah, go ahead.
He I was playing with Aaron McCrae band in Detroit, and he came in and he said that if you guys can put together a tape, he says, I have someone I'd like to play the tape for, and maybe get you a contract. So we put the tape together, and that guy that said that to us happened to have been a famous disc jockey and program director at WCHB in Inkster. His name was Bill Williams.
Oh, okay. I remember that.
Yeah. And he took the tape out to Clarence Avant in California.
Really?
Clarence Avant told him that I don't like that band. He says, but I like that guitar player. Who's that guitar player?
Okay.
So Bill came back. That night we were playing at this club in Detroit. He says, he didn't like the band, but he liked the guitar player. So I told Bill, I said, well, if I go, they got to go. And so Aaron said to me, said, man, this is your shot, man. Go on. This is your shot. Don't worry about us, man. So that's how that actually got started. And Clarence signed me to a major contract. It was a 5-year contract. And he was upfront with the money. I can say that, excuse me, I can say that about him. He didn't skimp on the money. Yeah. Right there. And
I saw the documentary about him and all the different people that he represented on that. They all had great things to say about him.
Excuse me.
Go ahead.
He was an excellent person. No nonsense. He was always strictly business. I learned a lot from him. He became my mentor before he passed away. I would be like, Kat, I would be traveling through Switzerland, in Europe, because I spent a lot of time over there. And I get a phone call from him. He said, what you doing over there? I said, I'm on a little vacation. He said, okay. When you get back, get back here. We going out to dinner or something with Quincy. and I want to talk. I said, okay. That was just him. That was just the way. And he would call
And
me
you're
like,
like, I don't have time. No, no.
yeah. He would call me like I think every other month, and just to check on me
That's
and
not.
see how you doing, and he was just a great guy. And his
Yeah.
daughter, Nicole, she worked in the office at Sussex at the time.
Okay.
And I think she was about 15 years old then.
Oh, okay.
And now she's married to the co-owner of Netflix.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, Nicole Avant. That's
Really?
Clarence's daughter. Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. So,
So
talk about the making of that particular album. Like, what do you remember about being in the studio?
that
Oh,
album, um, I had written, I think, 9 tunes because we were looking at probably doing 8 tunes on the album, but I'd written 9.
okay.
So I recorded them at the Fact 3 Studios, which was owned by Richard Becker, which was out in Dearborn and Detroit
Uh-huh.
borderline there, and at the Fact 3 Studios. And that was on an analog recording studio
Yeah.
system. Remember the 2-inch tape, the
Yeah.
Studer recorders?
Yep.
That's what we recorded that on.
Yeah.
So then he sent that in, and Clarence had already set aside, a couple of $100,000 for the album and distribution, and he sent in
Nice.
the photographers from New York. We were distributed by Buddha Distribution Group
Okay.
then
Okay.
at the time, and all the team came in from New York, did the photos, and it was such a beautiful operation.
Yeah, because I also saw on there that you had all these other people connected to that album, like Bob Gruen did the photography, and your album designer
Yes,
did like Curtis Mayfield's album covers and his
yes,
coffee. So he, and Rosetta Hines did the liner notes. So he,
yes,
for him, hooked up all these, great people on the
yes,
project. Yeah, that's
yes.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's great.
And I had Rudy Robinson. Do you remember Rudy Robinson? He was a keyboard player.
Oh, okay.
I had him on keyboards,
Oh,
and as the lead man in the studio and everything.
all right. Kind of like
So
your music director, or was that you?
yeah. No, I stayed out of it.
Oh, okay.
I just played the guitar. I just wrote them and played it,
Okay. Uh-huh.
But no, he was like the director in the studio, the
Gotcha.
point man,
Mm-hmm.
and Bill Williams was the producer, and Clarence Avant, the late Clarence Avant, he was the executive producer and
Gotcha.
owner of the record label Sussex Records.
Oh, okay. Okay. So let's switch up a little bit, and you and I have talked a little bit about this, but I wanted to just kind of go in the direction of AI and the controversy around AI, and there's a lot of upsides and downsides to it, but there's elements that sort of are coming onto the whole scene of songwriting and art and all these different elements, writing in general. Um, and some things are just inevitable as far as the it's just a part of the whole environment now, and I wanted to talk about gaining the knowledge and the skills, and so you were talking, and I think we could talk about this, about the education. um, they're starting to teach it in the education community. Am I right about that? You mentioned
Yes.
some Wayne State. Can you talk about that?
I can't really say a lot about it because
Gotcha.
they're still in the stages of getting everybody involved. But
Oh,
the,
okay.
the, the front part of it is they are noticing now that in major record companies make billions of dollars. Okay.
Yes.
Worldwide, going into the trillions. Okay. And but there's not a lot of bosses that run the record company. Not a lot of them don't have a degree.
Yeah.
And you really don't need a degree to actually run a record company. But what some of the colleges and universities are looking at in this manner, the one particular one at Wayne State with the the people that I'm involved with, they wanted to offer curriculum in AI and how
Oh,
to run a recording company.
okay.
And they wanted to get Apple involved and Apple wanted to promote their AI uh, app as far as them getting involved with the
Okay.
project. And they also got Pepsi interested to be involved with the promotion of it,
Okay.
etc. So they're still at the stages of getting all the people into play. They've already got the okay from Wayne State. They've
Got it.
got the Wayne State Music Department all on board.
Mm-hmm.
And everything is just about in play like it should be. And it'll be called the Music Academy of Wayne State, of Motown Music Academy. They're still waiting
Cool.
on that name to get that name squared away too.
Oh, sure. Okay. Mm-hmm.
But with AI is something that you can use to perfect your craft. In other words, we use AI to make cars, to make them look sleeker, and to
Mm-hmm.
make them run faster and better and quieter, etc. And the same thing is happening with music. Whereas I used to have problems getting good musicians to come in and put a song down,
Yeah.
and it
Mm-hmm.
costs a lot of money to have to pay musicians to come in to record, a song for you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I would play all the instruments anyway. I can play all the parts. So uh, it AI works out great for me because here's the key to it. If you can play other parts, then you can run that through AI.
Yeah.
AI is only going to perfect it for you
Right.
because you're playing the parts. If it's a guitar part, it's going to perfect that for you. It's going to still play what you're playing. It's just going to make sure that it's done almost perfectly, your timing and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And and same thing with the vocals. You need to make sure that you're putting your vocals in exactly like you want them. If you're going to have any crescendos, make sure you have that. It's how you program it. So
Right.
this
Right.
is where the educational part come in, so people can learn, understand how AI reacts when
Right.
you program it. But how do you program it? What terminology do you use?
Okay.
What parentheses do you use? And what does that do? What parentheses do to this particular word or this particular verse?
Okay.
And it's something that needs to be taught so that musicians will understand better how to use it. Engineers would better understand how to use it. I am an engineer. I went to school for audio engineering.
Oh,
So I do understand how it works. Now there's a lot that I still need to know because it's still being perfected.
right.
But one thing I do appreciate the fact that I can now go in and play everything and then put it through the AI. Will just make it perfect.
Yeah. So
Sound
what do you think for a younger player? Do you think it's too much of a shortcut for somebody that hasn't, learned, come up to a certain level? Because there's always people fighting about AI. It's like, oh, you got to learn your instrument, which is true. Do you think that maybe uh, it'll be more of a shortcut, like, hey, I got a record out, and they didn't do anything to learn the foundation. They didn't contribute anything creatively to it from the start.
That is a
You
good
know,
question.
yeah.
That's a good question because it all depends on what you're going to be. Are you going to be a producer? Or are you going to be an artist that performs?
Right.
Are you going to be a musician that performs? What are you going to do? That's the question that needs to be asked, and
Yeah.
each individual needs to ask themselves that. But when you have the ability of being the triple threat, where you can be a producer of the music, you can be a director of the video, you can also be a writer of the song, which is the triple threat,
Mhm.
then you have an advantage because you have that knowledge. And that means
Okay.
that you pay your dues and learn your instrument. But
Right.
you have to know exactly what you are determining in your mind what you want to do, and how you want to use it. And when you go in there to use it, now, if you're not educated on how to use it, it'll show, it'll tell, you
Oh,
know,
okay. Right.
but I do think that there's going to be some situations where legislation is going to be needed later on down the line so that they can get everybody straight. But the only thing I don't want to see is they start messing with people's creativity, because there are some great songwriters out there that may not be able to play the music, the instrument rather.
That's what I'm talking about.
They can certainly sing a melody.
Yeah.
And when you put that melody in there to that song, that's, you own that rights to those lyrics as well. But what you should do is to find a musician producer that can actually play multiple instruments or has a band that can go in and put that music together for you behind that. And then you run all of that through AI. Then there's no discrepancies about anything then.
That it's all the artist, belongs to the artist.
The writer.
Okay.
Whoever wrote it.
Yeah.
And that's where you're publishing
money.
That's
what I'm saying, writer. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then where you're publishing money, and then your royalties come in.
Okay.
Because you own the rights to it. And but if you take and just write into the instructions, make me a song called Stargaze.
Yeah.
AI is going to make a song called Stargaze, and you don't own the rights to that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you just said you gave it one prompt, and that didn't put any other input into it.
There's no input that you made at all. That's AI. Right. And then you have to make that distinction.
Yeah.
And when you put it there, that this is AI created.
Okay.
There's a difference in AI mix and AI created.
Yes. Yeah. Back to what you were talking about, having the AI learn. I think you might have put in these words, learn you. And I have a friend that I asked him, so he runs a guitar making company, and he said he spent a couple years basically programming the AI to learn him and what he was, all these different methods he was trying to incorporate. And that was a sort of a learning thing too. You're making the program learn you and what your creative tendencies are, something to that effect. Does that make sense, or do you agree with that? Or?
Yeah, it makes sense, because what you're speaking of is arrangement. How you want that tune arranged. If you're going to be putting it in, say, 4/4 time, then you want to switch over to 5/4 time, and then you might want to do a little bit of 6/8 time, etc. You know, it depends on what your arrangements are. Yeah. Then what happens is AI will learn that from you.
Okay.
But you have to understand, it's all about when you go in to put the information in on the style of the music. When you go in there and change that up, AI is going to pay attention to that. But AI is also going to understand what you did with that last song too.
Okay.
So they're going to stay with that particular format that you first started with until you tell it differently.
Okay.
So it's like they give you your own signature, because if you remember, whenever you hear a Luther song, you could tell it was Luther because it had his signature.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's so it's similar to what I'm saying about AI. It's going to recognize that and learn you that way. But believe me, AI is studying you. And
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
AI is smart. Oh my God. We have to be really careful what we're doing here, because
right.
Those two.
It is some scary stuff.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So let's touch on the copyright thing. I know it gets like really, legalese and all that stuff, but I don't want to get into all that. But on a copyright form, this way I'm thinking that you spell out, I contributed lyrics and I contributed melody and AI contributed arrangement or something. Maybe you have to break it down kind of like that, so that in the copyright it's clear what your input was. Would you agree with that? Or
if you have created the melody and the words, then you can copyright that song.
Yeah,
that's your song. Okay. Now the thing that people are getting forgetting about is AI has a sensor that would tell anyone who knows, as far as the engineers are concerned, when they put this through the final phase of the mix,
All
whether
right.
this is AI or analog.
Oh, really?
So,
Okay.
so
Okay.
when you get ready to say, when they ask you, is this AI, or, because we're talking digital here, music period.
Yes.
It's all
Yep.
digital.
Hmm.
So, but when you get ready to put it out there, the thing is, it's an AI mix song or it's AI developed
Ah,
song.
okay. All right.
Now, but at the same time, that's why I was saying that to keep all discrepancies out of the way, you you record the song and demo the song, with the vocals and the words and everything, and then you upload that into AI,
Okay.
and
Right.
that makes it turns it into a fantastic blockbuster. It's a great song that way.
Yeah.
But if you do not do that and you just tell AI to put music to this lyrics to the melody, then you can copyright the melody as far as the song is concerned, but
Hmm.
you still have to stipulate in there that this is AI, generated music. Now,
Music.
right,
Hmm.
but then that will fall up under the AI contract because Universal and Sony, they're developing AI department.
Right.
So anything that goes up on the AI, it will be registered as AI. But here, where we coming into the situation, did you write the song and did you sing the melody to the song? Did you make the song? Then that's how you determine that it's your song, and that's how you copyright the song because you wrote that.
Yeah.
As far as the melody is concerned, you also made it clear that it was AI generated, the music was. But if
Okay.
you put the music in, then that's your music.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
that's the best way to go with it.
Oh, okay. So let's. This is all really good stuff, and
Yeah.
a learning thing for everybody. A lot of people, for sure,
Mhm.
because very new frontier. But let's switch
Mhm.
over to your latest music. Your latest release on Bandcamp is called "Shadows on the Wall,"
Uh-huh.
and the single is going to be all right. Called "Going to Be All Right,"
Yes. Yep.
featuring you on vocals, which sound great, by the way.
Thank
And
you.
what made you make that switch? Because you used to do instrumentals back in the
Right.
70s, right?
Right.
Initially. What made you make that switch to vocal driven songs?
Because
I mean,
when you
besides that, you could
create,
sing.
when you create,
Yeah.
you never know what's going to come out. Number one, all
Yeah.
you know is that song is going to come, and you're not going to be able to quit working with that song until you get it down the way your creativity is telling you to get it down.
Yeah.
Now, only creative people might understand what I'm saying, but those that do not understand, they can listen and they can learn the thing about how we create and how that creativity works within us.
Yeah.
So when I feel that this song needs to have lyrics, it needs to have words, I felt that, well, why not? I'll do some vocals because I'm singing since I was a kid in church, and so why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah.
And so I put lyrics to it, and it came out really good.
Oh,
And I had
absolutely.
to wait till I got hoarse though before I could, before I could sing. I can sing better when I'm hoarse.
Oh, really? Oh.
I
You
mean,
got to
not
be
really
careful.
hoarse, but
Yeah, just to get that grit,
yeah,
right?
yeah, blow it out. Yeah, I have to
Oh,
blow it
okay.
out a while. Then I get it
Uh-huh.
blowing out. Then
Yeah.
I said, wow, yeah, that feels good. Because you know
I
how it is when you're
couple
singing,
sessions.
you get that lightheaded.
I got done a couple sessions where I had bronchitis and I did some takes and I'm like, oh man, I'm sick. I'm
Hmm.
running a fever. And that sounded great.
Yeah,
You never
yeah.
it's like, um, but
That's
yeah,
so true.
there's a fine line nowadays. If I'm hoarse, I'm like, oh, I gotta ease up a little bit. But one more thing, and we're gonna wrap this up. Um, what would you tell younger artists wanting to get into the business?
I would tell younger artists wanting to get into business is learn your craft, learn your instrument, study it, and get to know it, and practice 2 hours a day, and get it down very well in your head, and study music theory.
Yeah.
And if they do that, then I would tell them to understand how to operate the computer as far as the internet is concerned, how to set up their own independence. I would not try and get on a major label. I would actually try to be independent if I were them, learn how the business works, how the music works.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, then get somebody that knows to help
Right.
you with that.
Right.
And the internet is right at your fingertips. A young musician coming up today, you can put your own songs and your own creativity out there, and you can find your own sponsorship to sponsor that. And there are 6 to 7 billion people in the world that you can go to digitally, and
Yeah.
you can actually reach out to those people to make as much money as you possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
But
so you're saying you don't necessarily have to take a business degree or a marketing degree. You just like have that belief in yourself and go to these people and, try to reach out to people.
Yeah, you don't have to have a marketing degree to do it. No,
Yeah.
See, song is about what you feel. Music is about what you feel, and you want to sort of exchange that and share that with others to feel what you feel.
Yeah.
And so if you write on it, you will be able to touch people with that. Like that Shadows on the Wall. If you listen to Shadows on the Wall, listen to the lyrics in there. That's coming from the heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And I will wait on you, and I'll light, an eternal flame from the heart. That's things that people can relate to. When you do things like this, you don't need a record company to tell you what your value is. You can determine what your value is.
Yeah.
Because all the tools are right here, right now, on the computer and on the internet. They're right there. The people are right out there. All you need is a sponsor.
Yeah.
You find your sponsor, and hey, you're on your way, and you can build your fan base and do your tours. I just looked at a concert last night, Kat. They had over 250,000 people at this concert last night. Is in Europe, but it was only DJs up on the stage spinning records.
Yeah.
250,000.
I know. Yeah. It's mind-boggling.
So they built their fan base.
Well, they did.
But they didn't build it through a record label.
Well, yeah.
See, and you can do these young artists can do the same thing to reach their fan base.
And keep all your publishing too, because
Exactly.
the company's going to be doing the 90-10 split, which is like a total ripoff for the artist.
You should register with a company like a BMI or ASCAP.
Yeah.
To set up your publishing company, and you should set up your copyright account with the Library of Congress.
Yep.
You should do those things. Learn how to do that. But if you don't know how to do that, you must find someone that knows how, so that can be done, because that's very important.
Right. Well, same thing. You can still look on YouTube to figure, navigate that stuff as well.
Whichever way helps you.
Yeah.
Just learn it. It's very important.
Not paper forms anymore, right?
Right.
But this is all great tips, great advice. In fact, I might run this through to learn more things myself. So thanks so much, Eddy, for joining today. And
thank you.
Continued success with your recordings and everything you're doing, and everybody share this link with all your friends and musician friends. And thanks for joining us on Chopz today, Bloomfield Community TV.
quiet of the night, I'll be there underneath the moon's soft glow. I'll wait. Promises whispered on the breeze, my heart anchored steady and true. Through the years, through the storms, I'm always calm, never losing hope. Time may stretch its arms wide, but my love won't waver. My love will never subside. When doubt creeps in, for you.